A lot of people think that when I tell you that it's important for you to get out of yourself, it's important for you to learn all these new skills, perhaps even extrovert a bit more, that I'm telling you it's time to forget your identity, it's time to change who you are, and that I'm telling you, I'm oppressing you by suggesting that you be somebody who you are not. In this video, I want to explain my opinion on it and my mind frame on it so that hopefully you can live a better life and you can have more of your resources and skills online. What's up, Game Changer? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology, helping you find your true character and level it up so you can play life better. As I expressed, people take offense to some of the things that I say. And I understand that, the meaning of communication is how the receiver receives it. It's how it is received that is really important. So I want to make sure that what my thoughts are and my opinions, my mindset is properly expressed and explained in a way that I get my point across, and hopefully you can understand more about what I'm trying to say and utilize this frame, because it's really important, it's really powerful, and it's something that has changed my life. I understand not wanting to do things that feel uncomfortable to you, that feel disingenuous, that feel inauthentic to you. I understand that. Why? Because I've done it. I've had to go through it. And I've battled on both sides. I've gone across the world to learn more about myself and had to put myself in these contexts where I was very uncomfortable, where I did some things because I had to test myself. I had to test my gumption and my moxie and really put myself in new situations so that I could learn more about myself. Because to me, learning about yourself is one of the key things that can impact your life and impact the rest of the world. Having this certainty of identity and of who you are and really knowing yourself on a deep core level is extremely important. Not just for INFPs, for any personality type. I really do feel that the more you know yourself, the more able you are to withstand any difficulties, to level yourself up, to access more of your skills and resources in order to live a happier, healthier, better life, where you're not just you, but you are building this friendship, this community, whatever it is, like something outside just yourself. And the fear is real. It's real that if I do these things, then I'm going to become somebody who I am not. That if I were to talk to more people and get out of myself and my thoughts and just be more communicative and embrace talking to people and approaching people, that is somehow not me. That's different from who I am. That if I were to be more assertive, more decisive, say how I feel, what I want in life, that is somehow imposing on other people, and that is not something that I want to do. That is not something that reflects on my identity, so I'm not going to do that. Those are thoughts and feelings that I've been through many, many, many times, and I still do. Nothing I'm saying is specifically directed at you. It's also something that I deal with, that I have dealt with, that I'm continuing to deal with. These are just themes that we rotate through, and they're in different realms, in different aspects of our life. They're different quests with the same theme. Like you gotta pick up yourself, you gotta learn about yourself, you gotta go into this scary new place. You're gonna struggle, you're gonna fail, you're gonna have bad things happen to you. You're going to learn about yourself, you're gonna come back, and you're going to be able to change yourself for the better. Let me clarify the word change. Change as in adding more of your capabilities to yourself. One reason why I feel that there's a lot of pushback from some of the ideas that I bring out here is because this is difficult to say, but because I feel that people see themselves as too small and too individual. You are a chorus of different mini personalities, these little fractured mini personalities, and these characters and these experiences all form who you are. They emerge into who you are. Just like if you're an MBTI geek, you know your cognitive functions maybe. Those cognitive functions are each different mental processes that when put together in certain weights and values, they make up your personality type within the system. That's the same thing with you and your identity. If you were to only see yourself as introverted feeling, only see yourself as this priestly character, this person who does what resonates with them and their perhaps spirituality, and are conflicted a lot of times with their conscience and their morals, conflicted as in their understanding themselves and their opinions, their values, their beliefs, but there are also other different voices, other different voices and characters that need to be heard within that discussion. And then you expand that out to other people, and they have their views, their voices that are speaking to them, their different behavioral sets, and all these other things. They're playing different characters than you are. And if you were to only listen to that one voice, then you are being disingenuous to all the other aspects of yourself, all the other parts of yourself. You are repressing these important characters within you that have messages for you to listen to, that have different signs that are pointing in different directions that I feel you should listen to, and you should say, okay, this is maybe a valid point. Maybe it's not something I wanted to hear right now. It's something that, is going to push me to my limits of who I believe I am. But this character is saying, it's time that I expand. It's time that I level up my powers. It's like Luffy in One Piece gaining another gear, like gear second, gear third. It's a complete transformation of self. And that transformation brings on new abilities as well as bringing in the old abilities. You can do it at a higher level, at a different kind of skew to it. It's an improvement on the aspects that you already have. And so by, for example, doing more extroverted things, you are not sacrificing your introverted identity. You are gaining more rapport with these different characters within you, these different aspects of yourself, and being better able to wield those, and thus gaining more information about yourself, and then gaining more clarity on who you are. You're not just one aspect of yourself, you're tons of different aspects. And for you to say that my advice, perhaps, or somebody else's advice is saying that you need to be disingenuous to yourself in order to try a new skill, to learn a new skill, it's self-defeating. It's like saying you have this whole toolbox, but you're only going to use that hammer. You have all these tools, but this is the one that I identify with, so I'm only going to use this one. And then perhaps getting upset at somebody else for saying, you forgot you got a screwdriver over here, you might want to use that. And I know this is real talk. This is probably more direct than a lot of my videos that you're used to seeing. But it really does, it comes from the heart. It comes from a place within myself where I have been through. I've dealt with this. And as I said, I still deal with it in different realms, in different aspects. But that has been one of the biggest life lessons, is that in order to grow, I need to get out of my comfort zone. Getting out of my comfort zone, to me, requires that I face those dragons in my life. Because behind that dragon is the loot. Behind that dragon is the experience that, I guess defeating that dragon is the experience that is going to level me up and make me somebody who is more able to express myself, more able to identify my thought patterns, my feelings, my beliefs, and thus more able to live to a higher level of who I am. Because I'm taking on more skills, I'm gaining more skills and expanding my reach. Does that mean death to my identity? Does it mean death to your identity if you were to do that? It might feel like it. And in a metaphorical way, it is. By gaining a new skill, by doing something different, this older version is no longer able to live and survive at the same level. Within that death, there's also the rebirth, right? It's not a complete, like, this character never existed, this aspect of myself never existed. It's just, actually, wait, I found out more about myself, and now this character can't play on that same level. They need to level up. They need to gain these new skills and experiences, and that feels like death. But that's part of the journey. That's the price you pay for succeeding in growing. And so I really do hope that you hear my message and it resonates with you, and that it's a little scary, at least. That it's outside of your comfort zone, that it's maybe a thought that you've been neglecting a little bit. Because it's extremely important that you live to your highest potential, that you individuate and become you and blossom into that flower that is you. But you only do that through proper nourishment and growth and understanding yourself. You can't do that if you don't stretch your limits, if you don't test your abilities. Please let me know down below in the comments if you got anything to say about this. If it helped you, I would really like to know. If what I said still doesn't feel right, please let me know, because I want to clarify it. Because as I said, it's a very important mindset to me that I want to share with other people, because it's helped me so much in my life. So if you want more personal development videos, you can check them out over here. Personality type over here. You want one-on-one coaching, go to geekpsychology.com and sign up for a free session so we can clarify what you want in life and get you there. Okay? Keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck, have fun. Peace.